my street friends, welcome back to the channel. Happy New Year's, Merry Christmas, all the above. And I hope you had a blessed one, a healthy one, and I hope you're all doing well. As far as I'm concerned, today I am going through, I'm doing a little bit of organization. I had these Ziploc bags, sandwich ones that has just a little bit of ribbon of the separate colors. So the browns, the pink, reds, white, black. These are my I call them the zigzag ones, but and then I have yellows here. And what happened was I had this craft floss and I wanted to start creating a box just for that. So when I opened my box that I had saved, had in a little corner, I noticed that I did have some. As you can see, they're nice and pretty wrapped up. But there's a but. I had all these other stuff in it too. Let me show you. Let me just toss it here. All that other stuff. See? And it's not floss type. So I decided that I'm going to put the colors that goes with each bagging, and that way I'll get that out of the way. And then I have this little contraption that you put one of these, I guess. I don't know how it goes. I have to figure this out. But I think you put the, you're supposed to, you know, wrap the thread onto this. I think it's like this. Yep. And there's a little plastic screw, I guess, that goes there. There. And it holds it in place, and then I can just wrap the thread. I think that's how it's supposed to go. I have two of them, but I don't have the plastic screw for one of them. But that's okay. Unless it's somewhere in here in the bin. But yeah, I wanted to put these by color and organize it. And what started this is because I've been watching Kiko. And Kiko, it's a girl that does like a cross stitch, I guess is what it is. I'm not even sure. I'll be honest. I have no clue of cross stitching or anything like that, but it seems so relaxing. So, and it's something completely different from what I'm used to, right? So why not? I might use my gift card for that and get me some other floss. Yeah, see, I'm tossing it in the colors that's supposed to go in. And that way I have this bin completely dedicated just for that. And it seems like in my past, I already had intended to do some of that in the future because I have my DMC's needles for that. So you never know. That might be something that I can start this year to learn and keep my mind busy. Yeah, so I've seen men even do this. I follow a homesteader and he does the very intricate, and I kind of feel like they're a little bit like high-end because they got a lot of different sceneries. It's not like just doing a simple one. But the one that I like is the girl from Japan that she does. Her name, like I said, her name is Kiko. And Kiko does amazing work. From purses to pouches to pillows. You name it, the girl does it. She does it all. So everything that was not floss, I took it out. And I'm just dividing it in here. Just putting in the little baggies. So in the new year, I have been contemplating of what, just giving it a thought. What am I going to do with the channel? Am I going to continue doing different things? And I guess the answer is yes. I can't just settle for one thing, And you're probably wondering, why am I having these gloves on? Well, I had a little incident. My hands have been hurting really badly. Like a lot of pain. There's more red. Oop, there's more browns here. And creams. So I don't have big spools of ribbon. I have twine. I'm going to show you the basket that I have everything like this in it. And I decided to micro organize it. I guess that's what it's called. So yeah, I do not like to stick to just one thing. I like to do different things, and I like to learn different things. And so when I was doing this, like I said, I don't have any big ribbons anymore. So everything is just like little bits. Just little bits. So, yeah. So now I need to get me a bag for blues and greens, because it seems like I have this cute little, look how that, it's like a lime green. See, just little bits of pieces of ribbon. I don't have any more big spools. Nope, not anymore. Let me pull you back if I can a little bit more in that way. I don't have a bag for orange, so I will need to get me a bag for orange. These, this is more blue, a little bit of shimmer. And I felt that if I had a little bit of everything, see how I have these ribbons here? Like if I have a little bit of everything, but not as big quantities, then if I needed it, I can just use it. See that? I die cut these. Beige. I could put this here. Yeah. So I have to go and run some errands today. And let's see. I think I'm almost done as far as separating these. Look how cute is that? Just a little bit. That's all I need, a little bit. This one is, let's see what it says. Home is the heart of Christmas. Huh? How cute. I got some red and green what's it called? Twine. I'm just gonna put it with that. Where's the black? Here it is. Here's my little black bag. So if anything, I just told my son to bring my basket down when I noticed that I had little bits of ribbon, tiny little bits of ribbon like this in this one here. So this is gonna be only dedicated to the what you call these flosses. This one is one that I had full. Now let me tell you, I had donated tons of these flosses because I didn't know what to do with them until I started looking at some channel that the girl was doing all these cute things, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna start collecting a little bit here and there. Let's see, this one says family portrait. I'm just gonna put it with the black. Okay. This is pink. I'm gonna put it with the pinks. As you can see, just a little bit. These are normally would buy them at Michael's. 6 feet, and this is just a 1/4 inch. That goes a long way for a card, especially. Yeah, so I think I organized everything. Let me see this one. This is gold. So it's gonna go in the gold bag, which is this one. Gold or yellow. See, that's gold. Huh. Let's see what else I got here. That looks like an orange. My daughter would say, no, Mom, that's not orange. That looks like a gold. Let me see. Oh, no. That's an orange. To me, that's an orange. This is yellow. So this one will go here. So I got the greens. Look at the greens that I have. Look how cute those are. Look at this. So pretty. But I barely would use something like this, I'll be honest. Look at this one. Look at this one. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? So I need a Ziploc bag for blues and greens because it's the only colors that I need. I'm gonna wrap these babies. So let me go back with the issue with my hand. On Christmas Day, my refrigerator started acting up. And then Christmas night, it was already dead. Yes, rest in peace, that beast. And so what happened was I had to get ice, get my card, and go to Home Depot because I have a Home Depot card just in case of emergencies. Thank God for that. And I went straight down and I got myself a refrigerator. But because the refrigerator was going to be delivered within 5 days, I decided that I was going to get a tiny freezer to save whatever I had in the freezer of the old refrigerator. And thank God I did. Otherwise, everything was going to be spoiled. I did have to throw a lot of things out, unfortunately. So I ended up with a empty refrigerator, but a full freezer, which is okay with me. I don't know if this looks like a, It does look like black. So I'm going to put it in the black. So yeah, that was my Christmas. And so when the freezer got, when my husband brought the freezer in, we started putting everything in the freezer once the freezer was getting cold, because you just can't put the stuff in it when it's still not completely cold. And so when they delivered the refrigerator, I was helping my husband put the meat into the new refrigerator, right, in the freezer. And I started grabbing the packets, and I was telling my husband I don't know what it is, because he was getting it out of the tiny freezer and giving it to me to put in the new freezer. But my hands started to hurt really bad, especially the tips. And I started noticing that the tips in this area here, they were all getting really red, like bloody red. And all this on my right hand. And I was telling him, oh my God, it hurts so bad. He said, what hurts? He says, my hands. And he looked at it. He says, he says, are you getting frostbite? I'm like, I don't know. So I grabbed paper towels and I started grabbing the packages, but still it was hurting. So my son came and he helped finish accommodating the things in the freezer while I was trying to make sure that I could put my hands in water, warm water, to help ease with the pain. But the tips were extremely red and they were painful. Unfortunately, I don't know if that triggered something or I was just starting to get something with neuropathy on my hands, because now if I touch cold water, my fingers hurt, and like they hurt really bad. So when I go outside, because it's cool outside, I keep my hands inside of the pocket of my sweater. Yep. So that's a scoop on that one. But as far as health-wise, I'm better. I feel like I am better. I am adjusting new medication. And they took away medicine that was making me extremely swollen and fatigued. So they're going to have to give me something now for my diabetes that will not make me swollen and fatigued. So let's see what happens with that. But other than that, friends, it was very tranquil. I haven't seen my grandkids in 2 weeks. They spent the 2 weeks with their dad. So they haven't even opened their Christmas presents. So I'm excited to see them come home and open their presents. So yeah, let's see, what color is this? It looks like a blue. Yeah, that's a blue. And then is this a black or a blue? This looks like a blue. All right. So I need to get 2 Ziploc bags, one for orange and one for green and blue. So let me get this out of the way and show you. See, this is what I want to put on these here. This is what started everything. So I put it on the floor. I have plastic and paper ones, like cardboard ones. But this is what started everything. All right. Oh, I got 2 more here. Let's go and put this in the black. So yeah, I don't have any spools of ribbon. I only have these little baggies, and that's it. That was one of my decluttering things that I did. Okay, so let me show you, because I just reorganized it. Let me see if I can pull the handle back. Sorry, I hope I don't make you sick, guys. Oh, a little bit. Let me pull it. There you go. All right, this basket has these inside, and I micro organized it. So see, that's one basket. There goes that. And these are twines, different types of twines. There goes my Christmas things right here. This is some of that twine that comes in spools. And then this is fabric tape. And this is more the twine that came in the spools. This is the continuation of that. So I keep it together. This is all the beige ones. All the beige, which I can actually, let's see. Yeah. Then I have in this corner over here, I have more twines and different types of the material, like this one. This is raffia. I have no clue what this is, but I found it in one of the something strong. It's called paper rope. So yeah, and they're in the edges, they're not in these. So this is micro organizing. It's much better for me. Keeps everything without getting it all jumbled up, and I'm you know, having difficulties just shuffle through them. This is much better for me. So that's how I did that basket, the inside of the basket. And these baskets, all of my baskets, I've gotten them through Goodwill. And I try to stick to the same style. But there's another style of baskets. You'll see it in the room tour of 2026, because basically I have to do a room tour this year. So you see everything. This here, you see that? You see that? That was Bella. My little mischievous baby. So as you can see, that basket holds everything that has to do with ribbon of all types in different colors. See, this is the gold one. And so this holds all my little colors. And now I have to get a bag for blue and greens and one for orange. And that basically is it. Everything else has been organized. I usually tend to put silver or with the black. Yeah, so that's it. That's basically it. Let me see if I can get those and see how they work. But yeah, I want to do the little spool thing. But yeah, I'm gonna put these in here to hold my baskets upright. Everything is pretty much organized. And I just got to get 2 baggies and then I'm done. So let me put this back up. to work on this to figure it out. How am I supposed to do that? But I'll figure it out. And if I can get me more of these, I'll just, I think they're inexpensive. They shouldn't be a lot of money. So yeah, that's it. That's all I wanted to share. I appreciate you being here and stopping by and keeping me company in my crafty corner. So there you go. Stay safe and craft away. Bye, my friends.